Hey guys, Barry here from TGS with an Assassin's Creed Valhalla boat trip video. We're doing corner to corner of Norway to see how long it'll take. We did pretty much a corner to corner of England so far, and we're going to do one of Ireland as well. The England one took the longest. I believe it was right around 28 minutes, but that's I'd say mostly due to the fact that we had the ocean, but then 75% of the map journey was through the river system, which is obviously not direct. We had to, go east, west, north, south, up and down all these different river chains to eventually make it. For this map, there are obviously not as many rivers, but there's more land to worry about. So I'm doing for corner to corner, right here, the wall is right behind me in the corner. This is kind of like, the wall comes up like this, around like this. So I figured this is a good spot to start right around this corner, the bottom left, as I'm going to call it. And our journey is going to be all the way up into this spot right here in the northern region. So the way this is probably going to go is we're going to go in autopilot. I'm going to let the boat do whatever it wants. But it's most likely going to bring us up through this channel and then kind of zigzag its way up through the rest of the journey. I will be timing this run so we can compare it. We've done quite a few runs. I believe this will be much shorter than the England. I don't know how much shorter, but it's absolutely guaranteed to be shorter. So I'm going to get my timer ready. I'm going to be checking my iPhone stopwatch for this run. And let's go ahead. We'll get started. I'll start the timer the second we start moving.
Catch the wind! Sing us a song.
So for automation, we have to get closer to the islands to get into the automation channel. As I said in the England map, you cannot set a map marker unless you get near the channels. The autopilot system in this game does not just work wherever it works, if you know what I mean. You can't just turn it on anywhere in the map and expect to get where you need to go. As you can see in the water right in front of us, there's very specific channels that the game has put in code that the ships are supposed to follow. Same goes for traveling with mounts. There's specific routes, kind of like a bunch of lines all over the map that, act as pretend, if you put markers on the ground for, a AI automated car to drive down the road, it would read the markers on the road to know where to go. It's kind of the deal here. It's using, obviously it's not real. It's all based in year 900. There'd be no autopilot. But basically it's just using that same kind of technique where there's a route already built into the game. And once our ship collides with that route, we just stick to the route. So that's what we're doing. We're letting the game do its thing. We're going to let the music jam. And about 5 minutes in, we will check our progress on where we're at. We're already about a minute and 20 seconds in.
O tree of battle, blended with power and glory, it's full of stars, most favorable and roots of pleasure. The full cup should be blessed.
Nice cruise around. So I think we basically had to go north just to travel west to go around the major landmass. Take a quick look. We're only 3,000 meters out, guys. As you can see, we've already crossed around that island, or that landmass, and pretty much we're working our way back up into the northern region. Since we don't have to go out to the sea, I believe we just make a right, and then we just head 3,000 meters, or, just under 3,000 meters towards the end of the route. This is a really short trip compared to the last one we just did for England. I feel like Ireland's going to be the second longest because while it's a short map and it's maybe around the size of this map, it has a lot more landmass where we got to use river navigation to get from corner to corner of the map. So that one's going to be a little bit more messy.
Faithful to my King.
My guess is this is going to be a sub 10-minute run. You guys can already see that we're already approaching the final river in literally just under 4 minutes. 5 minutes would be my guess to get relatively close to the end. There's really no cities to point out for you guys or look at on our journey. We're just literally out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I think straight ahead, if you see it far in the background, is where we need to make a right. The lights on the hill to go into the final passage. And note that this is following the automated system again, so it's not a perfect. I'm sure if you went direct, it would save you a minute of time, might even 30 seconds or something. But we're allowing the automated system to get us from point A to B.
Let's have a song.
But we need to have a song. How else are we going to survive this long journey out in the middle of nowhere in like 10-degree weather?
Dripping spears let fly.
So we officially have 5 minutes, guys. Showing you guys where we're at. We're literally in the final stretch, so.
Darkened sky. Soaring war cranes over death's frontier. Blood surge awake as she-wolves they shake.
I have a feeling we're going to be there relatively soon. I better just have the timer ready and get out of cinematic because we're probably literally heading right for the final point right now. Yep, 800 meters out, guys. It's going to be, we're cutting in on 6 minutes and 8 seconds, so it's going to be like a 6.5 minute journey, roughly, which is nothing. Over 4 times this trip right here to travel from the corner to England. So while the design's different, so this is a little bit easier to navigate. We still had to wrap around quite a few things to get here, so it's not like it was a perfect linear run. But England was nowhere even close to linear. So maybe if we went down the entire coast of England and then went inland, it would have been shorter. But we did a direct run and let the automated pilot system take over. Here we go, guys.
Let's sail.
6.5 minutes, and we're officially here. That is it. 6.5 minutes. We officially traveled this entire pathway. As mentioned, we started down here, and we kind of like went up through around here, and I think wrapped up through here like this into here. So it was a nice little journey, or long journey, however you want to view it. A long journey if you were going to do it in the real world, short journey in the game. But we officially made it. Nice little cruise. Definitely appreciate it if you like and subscribe.